Hello everybody, so my name is 23's. I personally want to thank Baxter for inviting me to perform at his birthday party. This was not by request of myself to him. He requested me to come back and do another performance, which was unexpected because I do have a performance at Rattlecon. I have 2 performances at Rattlecon. So I wasn't prepared for this, but I am prepared for it because I had to make myself. So I want to appreciate and thank him for personally inviting me back to do this, because this was personal invite by only. This wasn't to show up and then have a good time. So that means a lot to me as a performer, because I'm going to a convention with just 2 performances under my belt. This will be my 3rd one. And I personally want to bring Mr. Baxter out here with his lovely, weird werewolf cane. You're going to be the gentleman who is going to tell everybody what the refund policy is for their Sundays showing up to my performance. And if they don't like it, well, you know what they can do, they can go kiss my ass. So, have at it, buddy.
Indeed. Midnight Dash's refund policy. If you're attending this performance in an attempt to be brave, show off your religious wine box tantrums, or give me your politically correct bullshit, a refund of your sanity can be made possible at the expense of kissing my ass, eating my shit, and sucking my dick. Thank you for showing up, and I hope you have a good time at parties. Midnight Dash 23.
Now, to go through the working out of the way. You all understand that refund policy?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't want to tell somebody to get the fuck out of here. Now, being a socially forward and publicly active individual have been and will always be a terribly persistent challenge for me. But I don't let that challenge default my will or courage to promote the ability in myself to facing that challenge. I could wake up each morning and just let my life be a dead end of YouTube trolling, clapping the 3 curious ponies, and ice cream diets. No, I wake up each morning and look down the next 60 to 70 years I still have left to live and say to myself, holy fucking Christ, dude, Jesus! I hope I can make it that far on my bicycle before my weight starts making me stop frequently, Jesus! But life is in front of me. And it's gonna throw a shitstorm of whatever it wants to throw at me. And one of the biggest things that life loves throwing at me is social situations it just knows I'm gonna fuck up on and make myself look like a fucking idiot. For example, I just got back from lunch. I'm heading back to my department. And I hear behind me, excuse me sir. So I turn around and there's these 2 teenagers. Boy and a girl, about 14 to 15 I'll say. And they come up to me and said, can we ask you a question? I'm like, yeah, sure, what's up? Now, this girl, with her boyfriend or whoever the fuck he was to work, holds out in front of me 2 different boxes of condoms. And asks, can you tell us which one of these is better? Now, in my head, I'm just screaming, what the fuck, life? What the fuck? What the fuck, you stupid fucking teenagers? Yeah! But you know what? I got a grip on myself. And I decided to challenge this little plot of mischief that they've approached me with by giving them an educational response to show them how much of a jackass they look right now. So, I looked that punk bitch right in the face and I said, I don't know, I don't use condoms that small. Now, instead of absorbing the valuable lesson that my response had, which was asking strangers shithead questions is gonna make you look like an empty-headed waste of life. But instead of absorbing that lesson, she got starry-eyed and asked me to be her boyfriend. While her boyfriend walked over to look at the video games crying his fucking face off. Now, again, in my head I'm just screaming, what the fuck? What the motherfuck line? Jesus Christ! You know life is giving you a real shit start when you have to put a mother in front of the fuck before you say life. Jesus Christ. Have you ever had a hold of poop for so long? The moment you got to drop that big bastard in the toilet, that between the relief and the excitement, You have to let everybody know how great it was. Oh my God. Oh, I can't wait to get out of here and find out what my new pant size is. There was one time I had to hold a poop for an hour and a half. And when I finally got to drop that big bastard, I swear in the middle of dropping my load, 4 women came running into the bathroom convinced that I was a blind woman who mistaken the men's bathroom for the women's bathroom and was suddenly going into labor. Do you know how embarrassing it is to be sitting on a toilet, taking a shit, and having to yell at 4 women that you're not a woman going into labor, you're just a guy having a really exciting time blowing lunch out of your ass. And they didn't even believe me. They just, it's like, it's okay if you're some kind of man woman. We just want to help you deliver that healthy child coming out of you. Do you know how embarrassed I was when I had to bend down and look at 4 women and go, you still want to help this man woman out in here? It's pretty manly in here. They didn't want to help me out, but they sure as hell left me the condolences as they hauled ass out of the men's bathroom. Now, I have to say, becoming a brony is one of the most life-changing decisions I have ever made for myself. Because the moment you become a brony, you start learning shit about yourself you didn't even know. Like, I never took myself for being a selfish person until I became a brony and started collecting pony merch. If I went to my local Walmart and I saw a brony checking out the latest merch without my permission or supervision, I would just stand at the beginning of the aisle and just scream, "Wow! It's a child pervert!" As soon as the mob of parents sing, storming around the corner, attacking this innocent brony, I just dive in, grab the latest merch, and dive out the nearest self-checkout. Now, bronies that I find checking out the latest merch are not my only victims. Oh, hell no. I have other victims. When I used to work at Walmart, I had this mother and daughter came up to me and was like, so we're looking for this toy. I'm like, sure, what are you looking for, right? She tells me, looking for this My Little Pony toy that comes in some kind of little bag. Now, as soon as she said My Little Pony, I was about to fight this woman and her daughter. But I held my grip on myself. I said, oh yeah, you mean the My Little Pony blind bag figurines? Yeah. It's like, yeah, those, you know I can find those. They're going to be about a couple hours down. But unfortunately, about 2 days ago, I put them all on layaway as a Christmas gift to myself. And she's like, are you serious? I can't believe it. It's like, oh, how fucking yeah, I'm serious. You want to see my layaway receipts right in my wallet? She's like, what a fucking asshole. She just storms off with her daughter. I heard up screamed out there. I was like, hey, look, you dumb bitch. I gotta have my share of ponies too, you know. But it wasn't until I got home that I started to think about the consequence of my decision. There was this little girl who was not just a fan of the show, but a fan of the same pony merch we all go merch hunting for. A little brony trooper. And here I was, this big, dumb, ugly bastard who denied her the ability to enjoy what we enjoy every time we watch the show and collect pony merch. What it is to be a brony. And when she grows up, she's going to remember my face. She's going to remember that I denied her the ability to enjoy what it is to be a brony. She'll hunt me down. And when she finds me, she's going to anal torture me with a homemade anal bead roll made out of G3 pony figurines. And she's just going to scream in my face, how's it feel to have somebody shove their selfness up your ass, you stupid little bitch? And I thought this all over my head, over the enjoyment of a bowl of cereal, while watching My Little Pony. I finally said to myself, you know what? It's time I pull my head out of my ass and stop being such a senile shithead over pony merch. But I still have my moments where I'm still a selfish bastard over pony merch. But I'm a little bit more generous, more considering, thinking out a little bit more before I go and just do it. There was one time me and my good friend, we went to Walmart and we discovered that Walmart started selling Way 7 blind bags. Now, as soon as I saw those blind bags, I got excited, more excited than a girl who just sold all her Girl Scout cookies. Like, oh, blind bags! Go halfway down the aisle, before I realized how much of a jackass I'm making myself look like. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, didn't I go to intervention for this bullshit? So, I come back up to my friend, head hung low, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, okay? And to prove that I'm sorry, I'm gonna buy this box of blind bags and split it with you. Only if I can have the blind bag box. He's like, deal. So we're all sitting down and we're opening up a split of the blind bags, and this motherfucker pulls a Spitfire and a Soren at the same time. You better damn well believe I let him have it. Oh, dare you pop your pony nuts cherry on our first wave 7 blind bags, you fucking cheater, you whore! He's a bitch, please. You're the one who said you split the blind bags with me. Bitch me first. Our friendship bought you those blind bags, so I demand that you trade me that Spitfire for this lame-ass bonbon recolor, motherfucker. It seems every other time I turn my head, women got some kind of problem. But then it goes from being a problem to this box of nails just being hammered into your head. Because women open up about problems that are worth listening to, worth giving your opinion for, until they start blowing it out of proportion. It just becomes this unending pile of shit coming out of their mouth. Because the biggest problem that women make for themselves is that they like to bitch about the stupidest motherfucking bullshit, trying to make a big motherfucking deal about it. Like their weight. Okay, listen. If you was fat, then your fat bitch ass will be the next week's documentary on the Discovery Health Channel. Because Discovery Health Channel makes this list of what obese men and women are going to make them the most money if they make a documentary about them. So if you don't have Discovery Health Channel knocking at your door every business quarter, then you ain't fucking fat, you're just a beautiful parade float. But, you know, women shouldn't even be obsessing and overwhelming themselves about the weight. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, the average woman should weigh between 115 to 160 pounds, depending on her height and body structure. And if you put a few extra pounds in the bucket, save my ears that bullshit, because that's why you got a car trunk, goddammit. But the reason why women are obsessing and overwhelming themselves about their weight is because of this mainstreamed bullshit. This mainstream bullshit that is promoted, advertised, and educated to the woman body through Dr. Oz at 3 o'clock, Women's Health magazines, and the Disney Channel. Women need to stop feeding into this motherfucking bullshit and start listening to the man that married you for the treasure of life partnership. The boyfriend doesn't use advice from porn magazines to make you feel romanticized. The man who has an 8-year-old love crush on you for who you are. Because that man isn't full of shit. That man isn't thinking about how much dick he's got in his pants. And he sure as hell isn't feeding you a crack of bullshit. He saw some Selena Gomez and Miley Cyrus sex tape. So, pull your head out of your fucking ass and start realizing that your man doesn't give a shit about your weight. He gives a shit about how much you mean to him. That is, until Discovery Health Channel comes knocking at your door one day, and the man looks and says, "Hon, it's time to stop being a dumb bitch, start getting your shit straight. Because the great sex that we have is not going to be the next viral video on YouTube." But women try to counter this by saying that, you know what, I need to maintain a healthy weight so I can feel sexy to myself. Holy fucking shit. Was everything I just said a waste of fucking time? Women act like they can't even satisfy themselves. Bullshit! Women need to be beating at their own game. This is how you do this, okay? So you take a woman for a date at a local park that has a hot dog stand. So while she's eating, she's exercising. So no matter how many hot dogs she eats, they don't even exist and her weight standard is never affected. So by the end of the night, she's so air-hailed and excited, like, oh my god, this guy just bought me food, took me for a walk in the park, oh my god. She's not even thinking about her beauty, her weight standard, none of that stupid bullshit. And that's when you just let her have it. And before I take you home, I just want to let you know that you've had more than 6 hot dogs. And we've only walked this park twice. And according to your weight standard, you look like an ugly pile of shit. But at least to my standards, you look like a beautiful pile of shit. What's another thing that women bitch about? The chest size. Oh, Jesus Christ. A woman's chest size does not make a woman's character. It's the ability to bring life into this world that makes a woman's character. But don't get me wrong, a woman's chest size makes for some amazing foreplay entertainment and some unusual crime statistics. Did you know that a gas station is more willing to surrender in the event of a robbery, not to a man with a 9mm in his hand, but to a woman who just walked in with a miniskirt but with no shirt on? But women with a huge chest can be attractive, but doesn't mean that it's always safe, because somewhere along the side here, there's this warning label that says, "Caution! According to the General Mail Committee, large chest masses can cause death by suffocation." Because women don't seem to understand how embarrassing it is when you show up for work wearing a pair of sunglasses and your boss asks you why you're wearing a pair of sunglasses and you refuse to take them off. And you have to explain to him why you won't take them off. So, well, boss, I was in bed with my woman last night, and I was squeezing her breast as I was sucking on them, and I squeezed her left breast a little too hard, and that fat bastard came up and smacked me right in the eye. Now, when it comes to a woman's chest size becoming a weapon of physical destruction, a man has every right to shout in her face, "I hope you have a cave to hide those goddamn cow udders, because my $11 an hour job is more important than Bruce Lee boxing with your tits." This is the reality check that women need sometimes about the stupid shit that they bitch over that is nothing, absolutely nothing. Because all this nothingness bullshit is just a narcissistic guilt trip for senseless sympathy. But to those women who have a grip on themselves, come on over, the gas is on me. Woo. Now, my favorite type of pony pretty much out there are the plushies. Love the plushies. My first plushie was Twilight Sparkle, the one from Target, the Catalan exclusive. And when I first got her, brought her home, I didn't think anything serious would become between us until it was 2 in the morning. I'm YouTube trolling, and I discovered that there's this network music ensemble that goes like giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, up, giddy up, 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 up. And I was like, this is pretty cool. I like this. And you know, I was pretty tired, so I yawned, closed my eyes, opened my eyes. I had mysteriously found myself cowgirling my Twilight Sparkle plushie. Now in my head, I am platonically thinking as positive as I could. Has the friendship of my plushie has gone from this simple platonic comfort to a friendship that benefits every E621.net lost fantasy that melts my heart away with? Oh my god! But I face-hoofed myself with a blush, and just as I was climbing off my plushie, I felt a hoof grab a hold of my hip. And I heard Twilight say, "When do you think you're going to sleep, bitch? Did I say I was through with you yet?" "Oh no, ma'am! I'm right here for you!" Now, when you discover that your pony plushie has sex-dominating desires for you, it can be a little startling at first, and even more embarrassing when you call up the 1-800 hotline number that's on the back of a Viagra box at 3 in the morning. "Hello? Viagra hotline? I really don't use your guys' product. I'm not that old yet, but I have some serious questions. I know you guys are more than qualified to give me the correct answers to. So, yeah. I've had an erection for more than 4 hours, and sadly I am incapable of masturbating it off. But what is funny is that, I haven't even made the second base in my Twilight Sparkle plushie, and all she's doing is just pinning me against a bookcase while spanking me with an encyclopedia. She's whispering dirty fantasies into my ear. So what I was wondering is, could you guys Google search me the top 10 bunny-related safe words so my royal star doesn't lose its throne before it's time? But overall, I love my Twilight Sparkle plushie. We have a very serious and committed relationship between us. And, you know, I always try to show Twilight how much I appreciate her being in my life by getting her little gifts and stuff. Like last week, I bought her a t-shirt that says, "Best Librarian Dominatrix Ever." And she loves it. She wears it all the fucking time. She wears it while she's doing dishes, while we're watching TV together, even while we're having sex. But, you know, Twilight can be a real bitch when it comes to my romantic feelings for her. She tries to avoid me at all costs. But don't get me wrong, I love it when Twilight just ties me up, ball gags me, and fucks me with a horse-sized strap-on. But you know, I just want one night where I can just lay Twilight on her back underneath an apple tree and make James Bond love to her. Now, I get asked a lot of stupid bullshit on a daily basis. But the most stupidest bullshit that I get asked on a daily basis is that a lot of guys that come up to me and ask me, "Hey dude, you must get laid all the time with that accent." No, not really. Getting with girls is not my thing. And then they think I'm gay. Every time a guy comes up to me and asks me, you know, how much do I get laid, I just want to scream in that asshole's face, say, "Dude, what the fuck are you begging me for masturbation fantasies? Jesus Christ!" I mean, fucking A. It's like guys in America have this anxiety that if they ain't fucking a girl at least 3 times a week, that they're not a guy. They don't have a life, and they're gay. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. Playing video games all the time, going to pizza eating challenges, throwing beer pong parties is still a guy doing guy things, and you're still having a life. Having a girl in your life does not make you a man. Paying bills, getting your own place, working for a living, that makes you a man. But American girls are just as bad. They ask me the same stupid bullshit. They come up to me and like, "Oh my, you must get laid all the time with that accent." Here I am just saying in my head, "For Christ's sakes!" And just I'm about to question them, why the fuck is it any of your business? Their clothes are gone, and they look at me right in the face and say, "Okay, big boy, lose them clothes. I want to see how well you perform your resume." Now, when you're a guy that doesn't stick your dick in every hole that walks past you, you tend to forget what you really keep inside your pants. Especially if you don't use it but in between years. So, you better damn well believe that a warning disclaimer will be given to you if we have to have sex. Because, you know, I'm not responsible the moment my pants drop if half your hand gets bitten off, if Vasa's face appears and starts telling you fortune cookie stories, or a week later you got exotic mushrooms growing all over you. I'm not responsible for any of that bullshit. But American girls don't give a shit about my warning disclaimer. They just shout in my face, "Get that big dick out and fuck me with it." Okay, God, give me 5 minutes, okay? It takes like a moment to get a good blood flow going on down there. Now, I don't have much confidence in my size or performance, so I was embarrassed as hell when I had to reach into my pants and pull my dick out. And sure enough, instead of finding my dick, I found a piece of paper that said, "Bang!" And this American girl is like, "What the fuck is this, asshole? Reality, you dumb bitch." Thank you, everybody, for listening to what that. Thank you. 2 bucks.